Let's break these guys down. We're going mixed martial arts in this matchup. These guys very close in age, also very close in height. 6 centimeter height advantage. Freestyle versus kickboxing as Indonesia takes on Indonesia. Let's go to Dominic Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a one championship bantamweight contest, and is brought to you by Hydration Partner UC 1000. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he is a WKF Indonesia champion, standing at 175 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 10 wins and 5 losses. Training out of Indo Gym and Team Phantom MMA, representing Indonesia. He is the Terminator, Tsunoto. And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is a 5-time OP MMA featherweight champion, standing at 169 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 8 wins and only 1 loss. Training out of Gorilla Fight Club, also representing Indonesia. Put your hands together for Paul, the Great King Lumihi. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Olivier Coste.
Face each other. Push up on the butt. Low blow back of the head and spine. I want a TFL 5. Touch go if you want. Back here for me. Alright, judge time. Ready? Ready? Choke!
Referee Olivier Coste gets us underway. Lumihi comes out in the southpaw stance. Tsunoto in the white trunks, Lumihi in the black and blue.
Tsunoto likes to go into the double leg off the jab. Watch him try to do that tonight.
Lumihi's got to keep moving. He's going to constantly switch stances, continuously give Tsunoto a different look. Tsunoto likes to have that left leg forward, especially on that single leg. So watch when Lumihi switches to the orthodox stance, that's when Tsunoto's going to have that opportunity, but he doesn't even need that opportunity. He dives in for a double leg takedown, puts Lumihi on the back.
Set up back leg jab. Again, look at here. Lumihi gets the overhook there on the left side, foot on the hip, doing a good job, controlling the head of Tsunoto. Let's see what Tsunoto does for you.
Applying that pressure, just crushing Lumihi up into that corner, giving him no room to breathe, no room to work. He knows just how dangerous Lumihi is on the feet, so he wants to shut that down and keep Lumihi here.
Both men have trained a lot with each other, so I would assume that Lumihi is prepared for this ground battle.
He's going to try to look to put the feet on the hips, push off, create a little bit of space. But right now, he's just trying to hold on to that head and give Tsunoto no opportunity for that ground and pound.
Great positioning by Tsunoto here. You see him elevated on his knees. Referee Olivier Coste breaks the bout, moves him back to the center.
There's always something that's lost when the referee restarts the match. Now, that's the only downside of the ring is the constant restarting of the battle. Just little subtleties are lost inside the reset.
Goes guard again for Lumihi.
But it's so important because safety is our #1 priority. We want to make sure that they are in the correct position and nobody spills out.
Absolutely. Tsunoto content staying inside the guard of Lumihi. Pressuring on the neck with his forearm there, making it real uncomfortable for Lumihi.
Tsunoto's not even trying to pass. He's not even trying to push down the legs. He's just trying to get into a little bit better position to drop a little bit of ground and pound.
Lumihi here in the closed guard position, just holding on to the legs as well. So maybe Tsunoto knows just to chill right now. He's in a great position. Lumihi is not really threatening with any submission, so Tsunoto real comfortable right now.
That's the problem when you're in the guard of your your opponent is they just wrap the legs around you and they just hold you there. But a good job by Lumihi just to shut down the offense of Tsunoto to force the stand-up. Immediately, Tsunoto suits in for the double leg.
Passes right away to side control. Past the legs of Lumihi here. Lumihi, not a great spot for him. He has a little frame on the left side underneath the chin of Tsunoto, making it uncomfortable for him. But he needs to hip bump, use that frame on the neck to create space to bump his left knee inside and try to retain a half guard maybe.
Watch out back on the head.
See that pressure of Tsunoto? That's what we've seen from him in the past. When he's inside control, he wraps the head up and then he controls the far side hip. So there's no place for Lumihi to go. Lumihi's going to try to look to turn onto his right side hip and start to shrimp away or hip escape and create those little movements to get away. But Tsunoto's just so strong in this position.
Tsunoto, a very experienced grappler. Keeping great pressure. Looking for a little... Is he looking to attack the left arm of Lumihi?
He always looks for that key lock. He always looks for that Americana shoulder submission on the far side arm or that left arm of Lumihi. Look for him to try to take the right arm of Lumihi and put it between his legs or at least pin it down with his leg. Just like that.
Going to the crucifix position here, probably call it. Trapping both arms of Lumihi. Lumihi, oh, he's attacking the left arm of Lumihi, looking for a possible key lock submission. Look for him to slide all the way to mount here with the right knee on the hip. Tsunoto content with just landing strikes here. There you go, slides right away to mount. Not a good spot for Lumihi.
I like how he was able to use the punches just to distract Lumihi just a little bit as he put the knee on belly and slid into full mount.
Very patient and methodical approach by Tsunoto tonight.
And that framing off the head, looking to drop down the elbows. Big ground and pound. This might be it unless Lumihi can create some scrambles. Tsunoto's got 10 seconds to work.
Lumihi's looking to strike from the bottom, but not a good strategy. He needs to bump and move.
Might be able to ride out the end of this first round as we just passed the 10-second mark. And there's the bell signaling the end of the first round. Tsunoto walking back to his corner very confident after a very dominant first round. That first round was all about the takedown of Tsunoto, working into a dominant position and then landing the ground and pound. Lumihi has got to keep this round on the feet.
Lumihi needs to keep his feet moving. He let Tsunoto pressure him back to the ring a little bit too much. He needs to move laterally, not stay on the straight line with Tsunoto. Try to cut off an angle, feint a little bit, draw the takedown of Tsunoto out and look to strike off that.
Right now, Tsunoto is just running right through into that takedown, so expect Tsunoto to start that second round the exact same way that he ended the first round, looking to put Lumihi on his back, working to pass, and then get into a dominant position. Lumihi has got to change things up.
Tsunoto, very experienced, not afraid to go back to the same strategy that's been working for him.
Round two gets underway. You can see a little bit of damage under the eye there of Lumihi. He's got to move. Tsunoto slowly inching forward. You can just see that double leg just running through his mind as he starts to load that front leg.
You see Lumihi's fading right now, but he's not really threatening with any strikes. He needs to gain the respect of Tsunoto. Like that, land a couple strikes, land a low kick, land a hard uppercut. Get Tsunoto thinking, because right now Tsunoto is just walking him down.
You can see him backing him up into the ring. He's looking to shoot soon. You can see how he's just stepping forward, loading that lead leg. You think the shot's coming pretty quickly.
He's looking for it. Great job of Lumihi here, doing a great job of circling off an angle, not being on the straight line.
That was good. He circled out to the weak side too. He didn't circle to that dominant side. He could still allow Tsunoto to wrap up that leg. I'd like to see Lumihi start throwing uppercuts and knees just to give Tsunoto something to think about. Just hesitating just a little bit on that shot.
You can see right now, every time Tsunoto advances, Lumihi's go-to is just to back up. Maybe he should time Tsunoto as he's coming in. Plant his feet, land the shot, and then move his feet.
Wise words coming from the One Championship superstar Gianni Suba.
Time!
Olivier Coste warns the athletes that he wants a little bit more action, but you can see Lumihi's just he's timid, he's tentative, because he knows that's coming. He's not able to turn the corner and put a little bit of a sprawl, but a good job to use that underhook.
Great job of utilizing the underhook. Lines out his hip, Tsunoto unable to finish that takedown. This is a great confidence booster for Lumihi. Let's see if he capitalizes on this and lands some good strikes.
You can see that last double is just coming so quick. I like the change. I wouldn't mind him changing stances to switch, out of that southpaw stance. Just having that left foot forward, it's going to give Tsunoto an easier time to get the single leg, but it makes the double leg a little bit more difficult on the southpaw stance.
Lumihi recognizes that the double leg has been Tsunoto's go-to. Wisely switches out to southpaw stance, giving Tsunoto another look.
Now he's back in orthodox.
Lumihi hasn't landed anything significant.
Yeah, here comes a yellow card. I think Olivier warned him once.
More action. Ready? Shoot!
Olivier Coste issuing a yellow card for lack of action.
Nice little right hand slap as he cuts out the angle.
Jumping knee to a slap. That's the first time I've ever seen it. Good job by Paul Lumihi to change things up. He's trying to time it. He's trying to time that double leg. Nice straight right hand.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to commit on some strikes right now to land some, score some points. Gain a little bit of confidence.
I think it was those takedown attempts that he was able to stop. That's what gave him that little bit of confidence. And now we're starting to see, Paul Lumihi trying to let things out a little bit.
If he successfully defends the third one.
He does. You can see just the tenaciousness of Tsunoto. I'm surprised he didn't go for an outside trip right there. You can see the legs were nice and tight. He might be able to turn the corner.
Tsunoto with a real good pressure, pressuring Lumihi against the rope. Lumihi used to use the overhook over there. Put pressure on the shoulder, Tsunoto, and try to jack the underhook up on the right side. You can see right now he's a little bit too comfortable, kind of conceding to the strength of Tsunoto.
He's got to try to swim that right arm in. You can see how his right arm is wrapped around the head. Now he's got a little bit of space on the left side. He can take his left hand and put his left side in and start to spin out. Good job by him to control the hand.
Great awareness. You can see that him controlling the right arm rather of Tsunoto there, not allowing him to lock up his hands. Good job by Lumihi stopping that takedown.
Good job. Even though he didn't quite have the correct position, doing exactly the right thing, he was able to create that space. Now he's starting to attack the legs of Tsunoto. I like that strategy.
Now don't engage in the clinch here. This is not what Lumihi wants. Tsunoto, possible back take here. As one hook in, looking to get the other hook in.
Very aggressive on the takedown. Once he had that body lock, it's hard to get Tsunoto off of you as he steps over the side control. Now he's got to let go of that head.
Lumihi needs to let go of the head. There's a possible bumping choke over there for Tsunoto, but he's okay now. His hands are not locked, he's not trapped.
Tsunoto, what?
Referee calling for more action from Tsunoto.
Just how tight Tsunoto is, because he knows that Paul Lumihi's been able to get out of this position a couple of times already. So he's got to create some movement. Now he's just trying to hold him there, trying to shut down the escape possibly, because this is the position that he's wanted to get the entire match. Let's see if he can do this now.
We'd like Tsunoto to be a little bit more aggressive in his pursuit of submissions here, or strikes. He's just a little bit content of holding position.
With 10 seconds left, he's not going to be able to get it.
Lumihi as well looks to take a little breather. Better second round for Paul Lumihi. Stopped 3 out of 4 takedown attempts. Landed a couple leg kicks, but I don't think it was enough. This is a little slap punch over here. Look at the replay. Flying knee into right slap punch. Pow! Tsunoto definitely did not like that one. Circles, cuts out the angle. Straight right hand, lunging right hand by Paul Lumihi. He had his moments this round. Couple leg kicks, couple right hands, but he needs to do a little bit more to secure this victory, I think, Mitch.
I like how he closed the distance on that one. That was a big step forward. You see the back leg come up, you see him slide forward, land that big right hand, but then he immediately came back out. He didn't want to stay close to Tsunoto to give Tsunoto that chance to wrap him up and drag him back down.
Third round here. Let's see if Paul Lumihi can land some significant strikes.
All right, ready? Ready? Choke!
Third round underway.
A lot of respect shown by these two former training partners. I like Paul Lumihi going to those leg kicks. I'd like to see him do more of that. Just kind of slow down the shot of Tsunoto.
Lumihi coming out with some feints. Sunoto as well. He knows he needs to set up his takedowns a little bit better this round. He should try to land some big shots, get Paul Lumihi's guard up, and duck underneath that for a takedown. But Paul Lumihi knows Sunoto's strategy as well. Both men have trained together. They know each other's games.
You can see Sunoto doesn't even set up that double leg takedown. He just kind of blasts right in with that double leg.
Southpaw stance switch to Paul Lumihi.
Just kind of feeling it out. Doesn't want to put too much out there. Doesn't want to put himself in any sort of bad position because, you know, when you're on the ground and you can't do anything against your opponent, it's just shutting down any movement that you're making. How he ended the second round, it just sits in the back of your head, and it leaves you tentative to unload new strikes.
Right. Paul knows he definitely lost the first round, although we don't score round by round. That was a very big, dominating round by Sunoto, and he knows he needs to land something significant this round.
You hear the crowd just letting these guys know they want more action again with the double leg. Big takedown here by Sunoto.
Little mistake by Paul Lumihi here. Did not set up his kick, and Sunoto, veteran that he is, catches that kick and lands in the guard.
Gotta throw the hands. You can't just put out a naked kick like that against a veteran, against Sunoto. Otherwise, he's gonna catch it because you know that's what he wants. You know this is where he wanted to take the entire match.
That could be fatigue that caused that. Lumihi just not as focused, forgot that that was the game plan for Sunoto all along.
I like how he's framing off the biceps to eliminate a little bit of the ground and pound possibility.
Yep.
But he's got to open the guard just like that, put the feet on the hips and create space. I think he's down in a lot of different categories. He's definitely losing the takedown game, but he's also losing maybe the slight aggression as well. He had some moments there in the second round, but I don't think that was enough to move him ahead in the scorecards.
I agree, Mitch. Lumihi is doing a great job of stopping the offensive Sunoto, but he's not doing enough. He's not attacking with submissions. He's not putting himself in a good position to score an attack.
You know, a lot of times people say that this position here is an even position, but usually the guy on top is able to strike with a lot heavier shots, and that's what we're seeing from Sunoto, especially because Paul Lumihi is keeping his guard closed, and he's just kind of holding Sunoto in this position. I like now he's starting to move away, but he goes back to the closed guard.
Better job of Sunoto here, staying active, hopping up to his feet, landing a little bit of short strikes. Nothing too heavy, but is scoring for the judges.
Paul Lumihi's got to take some risks here. He's got to throw some chances out. He's got to open up that guard, push on the hips, create some space, because at this point, he is now slowly starting to lose any opportunity he has to capture a win.
Short little elbow that opened up a little cut on Paul Lumihi.
Good ground and pound there from Sunoto. Found that opening, was able to find that little opening, drop down that elbow.
Great job by Sunoto, being a little bit more active in the guard.
No injury.
The doctor's just checking out, making sure that Paul Lumihi is okay to continue, but I think that cut is right above the eye of Paul Lumihi. Look at this. Look how he pins down the right arm there of Paul Lumihi, waits for the opening, then drops straight down with the elbow.
Slicing elbow there by Sunoto. Recognize that Paul Lumihi was grabbing his right wrist, uses that to his advantage, comes down with the slicing elbow, opening up a cut on Paul Lumihi.
Beautiful ground and pound, that's his specialty. I believe the referee is going to restart him now. Injury time. Athlete is out for 5 minutes, but I believe we're okay to continue. Sunoto's back on top. Referee Olivier Coste gets him started in the same position that they stopped him. Immediately, Sunoto's going to go to work on that ground and pound.
Paul Lumihi needs a new sense of urgency here. He needs to kick off the guard, create space, try to pop back to his feet because he is not winning this battle.
It's hard. You know this is Sunoto's game. You know this is where he wants it. He wants to shut down Paul Lumihi's offense and control it. That's his style. He's a grinder, and it's so hard to stop it. You have to appreciate just the control that Sunoto has.
Have to. Sunoto, like you said, real grinder. Up in the tempo this round, popping up to his feet, landing those little strikes, creating little cuts on Paul Lumihi. Paul Lumihi throwing some elbows of his own.
it's tough to generate any power. You can cut, you can do damage from the bottom position, but you can't really deliver any powerful shots off of your back like this. He's got to scramble, he's got to move.
Okay,
You see that?
time.
Referee calls for stand up.
I believe the referee's calling in the doctor again. He's concerned because the damage is going into the eye. It's going to disrupt the vision. Athlete safety is our #1 priority at One Championship, and I believe that cut might be the end of it. Let's see if he gets to signal to continue, but that might be the end. Good ground control from Tsunoto. His top pressure is just so dominant. Once he gets you down and he's able to control the position, there's no place for you to go.
Tsunoto knew what he wanted to do this bout. Went for his double legs. Continued to go at him, even though he had a little bit of... Even though Lumihi found success defending him in the second round, Tsunoto unfazed went back to the third round.
The referee allows it to continue. Lumihi, the warrior that he is, gets back into it, right back into the position.
Time.
We've got like 30 seconds left in the third and final. I know Tsunoto wants the finish here. Just that ground and pound is just continuous.
Tsunoto landing with a little bit more force this round.
See, he's trying to control the head, trying to stop a lot of the oncoming shots.
Big elbows. Trying to put an exclamation mark on his body.
But it's hard with a ground and pound artist like Tsunoto. He's just smothering, you know? It's just, his top pressure is just all over you. It's like swimming in the water and you're trapped in a net. The more you struggle, the more difficult things get. And that's what it's like grappling with Tsunoto. And then the ground and pound, just the elbows, the punches, just constant pressure from the Terminator, Tsunoto.
Tsunoto didn't get the first round finish that he predicted, but great job controlling the whole bout. Takedown successful in each round and landed some big elbows in the third that opened up Paul Lumihi.
The Terminator. Looks like we're gonna see the judges' scorecards in this one, but at least in the commentary booth, we feel that Tsunoto did enough to earn the victory, especially in that third and final round with the ground and pound. You can see the damage inflicted on the face of Paul Lumihi, and the Terminator is back. Let's go to Dominic Lau for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Tsunoto.
The Terminator, Tsunoto, gets a big win in Jakarta, Indonesia, and he is pumped to be back in the winner's circle. What a great night of action, and you've got to stay tuned for the next bout.